In this video, I'll show you how you can take backups for your WordPress website and how to automate that process. And trust me, no matter how secure your WordPress website is, you still need to take manual backups. And I'll show you how you can automate that process. Coming up. Hi, my name is Ankit and welcome to ankitsharma.tv, where I create WordPress videos like this one. So if that sounds something interesting to you, then make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever we upload a new video. Alright, so in this video, we are talking about how to take backups for your WordPress website. Now, in the previous video, if you remember, I mentioned about a security plugin that I always install on all my website, but still you need to take backups for your WordPress website. No matter how good security plugin you install on your website, you always need to take backups for your WordPress website. Now, before that, if you want to know what security plugin I use on my website and how I actually secure my WordPress websites by just using one single plugin, then make sure you check the video in the I button on the top, and I'll show you how to secure your WordPress website in a very simple way. Alright, so let me show you how you can take backups for your WordPress website and how you can automate that process so that you don't have to remind yourself again and again to take backups for your WordPress website. So let's dive into the backend of the WordPress site and I'll show you each and every step. Alright, so right now I'm in the backend of my WordPress website, and this is fairly a new website, so I just added to my local server for this tutorial. So let's go to the plugin section and click on add new. So we will be installing a plugin that will help us take the backups for our WordPress website, and it will actually also help us automate that process. And the plugin name is Updraft, and this is the most popular plugin to take WordPress backups and the most reliable one as well. And this is the plugin I use to take backups for my WordPress website. So I click on install, and once that is done, we'll go ahead and start the process of taking the backup. Now you might be thinking that why I need to take backup using a plugin. My hosting company always keeps a backup of my website. I can refer them whenever I face a situation to roll back to some backup. It's absolutely correct. I personally use SiteGround for all my websites, and they do keep backups for all of my websites that are hosted on that particular server. There was a situation when I was not using the backup plugin for my website, and I need to ask my SiteGround technical team to please help me with the backup for my website. I need to restore my website to a certain date, and they are very good in that. They keep around 30 days backup for your website, and they were pretty good in that. They just easily roll back my website to a certain date, and I was fine with that. But it's better you take control in your hand and do the backups for yourself so that you can avoid any situation. Because trust me, whenever you lose a backup or whenever there's a situation you need a backup and you don't have it, this is the worst thing that can happen to your website. Trust me, I've been through there on my client's website, on my own website, and that is something that you want to avoid, and make sure you add a backup plugin on your website to avoid such situations. Alright, thanks to my slow local server, I was able to talk to straight 2 minutes and it was still installing the plugin. So now it's done. So let's go ahead and click on activate. Alright, now you can see that the Updraft backup plugin is now ready. So let's go ahead and click on setting. Alright, so here's the page where we can take backups and schedule our backups using Updraft. So as you can see that there is a big bold button for backup now, which you can use to take a manual backup for your website. Whenever you click on this backup now button, it will start taking the backup for your website. So we will try that, but before that, let's go ahead and check what are the other options available. And we have a migrate and clone website option here as well. So you can create a website on your local computer, and then you can just use Updraft to migrate that website from your local computer to the live server. So you don't have to do any technical stuff for that. So it's all done by this Updraft plugin. Next option is settings, where we have file backup schedule. So we click on weekly, as this is a fairly new website. So this one is actually you need to decide how busy your website is. If it is very busy and get a lot of traffic, then make sure you take daily backups. And this one is fairly fresh and nothing on it, so I'll keep it on weekly. And I will keep 2 backup copies. If you want, you can increase that. Now what happens here is the plugin will actually take 2 backups for your website, and before it takes a third backup, it will clear or delete the first backup. So you can increase or decrease this number of backups as per your need. And next is database backup schedule. So once again, we will keep it as weekly, same as the website files. So if you think that the database is getting updated regularly, not the files of your website, then you can schedule that accordingly. Now it's the point where we need to decide where we want to store this backup, and we have fairly lot of options here. You can use a Dropbox. You can use your FTP itself. I don't want to use that because I don't want to waste space on my hosting server. You can also use your Google Drive. That's fairly good option. But right now we will concentrate on Dropbox. So I'll click on that. And then it's asking us if you want to include plugin, themes, and uploads. So upload section will actually cover all the images of your website. So let's keep that as well. So other directories found inside WP content are these. So these are also get backed up. And in the email option, if you want to get a email report for once the backup is done, so you can choose that. I will ignore that, so I don't want to get bothered with the emails for the backup every time. Alright, so let's click on save. Alright, so now it's asking us to follow the authorization process to connect Dropbox with this plugin. So to make a backup saved in our Dropbox, we need to authorize this connection. So let's go ahead and click on that. Alright, so as I am logged in my Dropbox already, so it's asking me to allow Updraft to access that. So I click on allow, and here's the setup is complete. So it's now going back to our WordPress dashboard. Alright, so now it says success. You have authorized Dropbox account, your Dropbox account name, and the quota is 2 GB available. So that Dropbox account is also fairly new, so I don't have much files on that. So now as you can see that a file and a database backup is scheduled for today. I think the time is different here because I have not set the local time from the backend. So nothing to worry about that. So let's go ahead and take a manual backup and see how it works. So we click on backup now. We want to include database. Yes, we want to include files, and we want this backup to be sent to the remote location. And here's an option. It says only allow this backup to be deleted manually. So remember, we added 2 copies of backup from the settings, and if we take this backup as manual, and we can assign this backup to be as a permanent backup. We do not want that backup to be deleted once the third backup process starts, but I'll skip for this one. So let's go ahead and click on backup now, and as you can see that the backup process is started. It's now creating a zip file, and as the site was really small, the backup process is already done. And let's see how much time it takes to send the backup file to the Dropbox account. And below that, you can also see the log messages here. It's showing us what's happening on the website using this plugin. So right now it's doing the backup process. So let's wait for that. And I think it may take some time depending on the size of the website and the internet speed. So let me just go ahead and fast forward the process for you. Alright, so we are now uploading the backup files to the remote location, and right now it's 100% done. Alright, now it says the backup apparently succeeded and now complete. And if you go down, we have the backup date and time. We have an option to restore this backup to our website. And as we can see that there is a Dropbox icon, so it is now saved in our Dropbox account. So let's go ahead and check that. So I'm just loading my Dropbox account here. Alright, let's go into apps. Now here you see there is a folder. It says updraftplus.com, and if you go inside, you can see that we have the backups created for the plugin, themes, and other files and database. So this is how it's going to take backup every time and then save it in our Dropbox account. Now this one is a fairly new website and not much data on it, so it happened very quickly. So it will be depend on your internet speed and your website size. So this is how you can take backups for your WordPress website and then automate that process so that you don't have to log into a backend again and again and do the backup yourself. So I highly recommend that you go ahead and check Updraft plugin for your WordPress website, and I'm sure you will love it. And to watch more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so that you can get notified for my next video, which will be how you can add Google Analytics, Google Web Search Console, Google AdSense, and various other Google products on your WordPress website by just using one single plugin. You don't have to touch a line of code. You don't have to touch cPanel or FTP to add Google Analytics on your account. And if you are using WordPress, then make sure you watch these two videos as well. And I'm sure you will find a great value in it. So make sure you hit the subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next one.